What up YouTube, battlebrowler here with my 101 review. Now this is actually part 1 of my 100th review, and this is my 100th review special. So, I highly recommend checking out part 1 because I show off this really cool vehicle in, well, vehicle mode, and now I'm going to show off the detailing in base mode. Now one thing I actually forgot to point out is that this little radar disc is actually supposed to be lifted up all the way. So it's actually supposed to be like this. Now be careful because you can actually pull that out. And there you go. So let's talk about the detailing on this thing, because this thing has a lot of nice detail. I'm going to bring in the camera and start talking about that. The floor is pretty nice. Nothing too special. I kind of like how this has some tile. You have 2 pegs here, so you could peg 1 figure or 2 figures so they're talking over the screen. You have this little platform with 1 peg, so you can peg a figure there. You got this really cool staircase, which, in case you want to, you could unplug this. You also have 2 pegs here. Now, this is pretty cool. You have 2 pegs here, and this is kind of like an elevator, so it can raise up all the way, or down all the way. Now, what this is used for, it can also rotate, but this little level here will get in the way of it rotating. And sometimes when you mess with this, it could actually cause this to fall down. Now, one thing I really like is this hand here. Now, what's really cool about this hand is that it's articulated. When you plug it in, it will swivel, bend. It also swivels this way, rotates all the way on this end. It also bends. It would have been cool if there was a swivel here, but there isn't. It closes on a spring. Now, what's nice is that this actually has a peg in it. And I'll tell you why this is really nice. So, I'm going to show you what this part of the, this is used for. So, you take your normal Iron Man figure, and you plug him in. Now, when you plug him in, if I can get that straight, just going to close this so I can show you. You could take this, and let's say you want to give him this wing accessory. You would peg it on the back. Then you could have the arm pretend to pick it up. Let's see. There you go. And then you can rotate this around and have it put it on. And then it pegs on the back. And you could actually have him turn. I apologize for my dog's barking. But you can have this then raise up and kind of have him just jump off and fly. Now, this is a very fun gimmick. It is a little difficult to show on camera, but this is really cool. Now, the wings on the back of the figure are pretty cool. I like it. They splay open, so you can have them as wings. One thing I really don't like is that this piece here, I actually want to kind of cut this, and now that I filmed this video, I actually might cut them. So I really don't like this rubbery part. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, this will also fit on normal figures. So, yay. The other accessories are pretty cool. I'm not gonna actually show them with the hand. I'm just going to take them off and show them to you. So, let me pull these off and put this to the side. As best to the side as I can. These 2 are honestly lame. This one is just so weird. I mean, it just has this really long fin. It honestly looks like something that should be on his arm, but it actually pegs on the back. So I guess he has just a random cannon on his back. It's pretty lame. This one is pretty cool because it's actually 2 missiles, but it's still kind of lame. They really should have been red plastic. Now, these 2 are pretty cool. Now, what this is that I guess it's like a heavy weapons upgrade. These are made of very soft, very flexible, very rubbery plastic that just fit over his arms. So you just spread them open like this, and you put it on the arms as such. After that, you can then put this on, and this doesn't peg into the back. And when you do this, you can actually hold this, fold these up, which really should have been painted. But there's some paint underneath, and you can have him just be shooting and he has some missiles molded here, I guess some cannons. Very cool, very nice beefy armor. So that's pretty cool. You can actually kinda make what you see the cards do by combining these. What you have to do is peg this on, and then when you plug this, you have to get this under his chin. So raise the head, and I'm gonna have to do this off camera. And I apologize for my dogs barking, but it's raining, and my dogs are afraid of thunder. So you can actually kinda get him doing this, but it's really difficult. What I recommend doing is popping off the ball jointed head, because the head is on a ball joint, and then you can just have him do it. That looks so silly. But yeah, you can just do any combo. So let's say you want to give him these with the wings. It's just up to you. It's your imagination, kinda. You're a little limited. So that's really cool. You get some upgrades for the actual figure. You can actually just plug one of these in as a jetpack with missiles. So that's pretty cool. And I actually really like these armor upgrades. It really does add a sense of armory, and definitely makes it a mobile station. So that's pretty cool, and it is starting to rain very heavy. So if you hear a lot of thunder, a lot of noise, I apologize. So I'm actually going to put the Iron Man figure aside and actually talk about the sounds this thing makes. You have two buttons right here. So let's get started.
Maximum power.
That's pretty cool. One thing I actually dislike is that they didn't use his voice with all the Iron Man 2 toys. Even the Iron Man 1 toys that had electronics, they didn't actually get his voice to record them. But it's okay. So let's listen to the sound effects. You also get a very nice light up effect. You can actually take the cards out and get it even more. So that's pretty cool. I really like that blue LED. And yeah, the red LED does shine, and same thing when you push the red LED. Cool.
Target engaged. Weapons go. Enemy destroyed. Mission go. Armor selected. Enemy engaged. Weapons maximum power. Weapons engaged.
So yeah, and then the other button.
Ironman, initiate launch sequence. Enemy detected. Enemy engaged. Target destroyed. Ironman, select mission. Mission selected. Ironman, select armor. Armor selected. Deploy cannon.
So yeah, this thing has a lot of sound effects.
Ironman, initiate launch sequence.
It is pretty cool to actually hear Jarvis's voice in a toy. And it's all around some pretty good features. I just wish they actually used his voice, the actor's voice. And I apologize for bumping the camera. Now I'm going to actually show you how to pack this up. I actually pack it up differently. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. This cannon right here can rotate. And you can actually just have this shoot off. And you have this little thing here, because this actually becomes the bottom of the thing. So you could just be like, escape flying elevator. So, yeah. And this piece, if you don't like it, this piece, if I can get it, it comes off. So, yeah, this piece just comes off. A little tricky. Now, packing this thing up is pretty simple. What you want to actually start doing is to pull off the cannon, pull off all the things on the side, fold this down, pull this thing off, and then you pull this off, okay? Now when you take this, I put it right here, you can actually put the claw here. I plug this in right here, and just have it fold down. Now, what I do with this, is that I actually fold this a certain way. You gotta get it into this configuration. Now the reason you want to do that is because this kind of creates a little barrier. Now when you do that, you can fold this door up. Sorry, I guess something got caught in my throat. You can actually fold this up. Now when you do that, I like to put these things in here. Now the reason I like to do this is because it creates less of a chance that I'll lose them, which would always bum me out because I hate losing parts to my toys. So I just put them all in there. They'll fit. Then, sorry, this thing sometimes doesn't like to close. Then you can close this down, and the flaps will close. You can put the gun back if you want. And then yeah, you do need to lift this to close the thing. That's one thing I really dislike. So you can open this out, and I kind of like this the steering wheel here. This is pretty cool. Now, to get the figure into the cockpit, it's nothing too complicated. Just hold the arms out, rotate the wrist down, bend the knees as such, and then you can then put him in. You just gotta make sure that he is grabbing a hold of the handles, and then kind of fix the feet. Oh, I apologize, that was not in frame. When you sit him down, you need to put the feet in this position and then have him grab the handles. Then you can lift this up, close, and then close this on top. And that's all there is to this vehicle. And I want to say that this is an awesome vehicle. This is one of my favorite, or the favorite toy in my entire Ironman 2 collection. One thing I also dislike is that if you actually push this, it can be a little trouble to get it back out. So you have to open the whole thing to reset it. But I mean, this is just a phenomenal toy. It looks great. It looks very sleek. This definitely looks like something Iron Man will make. I do want to point out that I actually didn't put on all the stickers. You're supposed to have Iron Man on here with his face tattooed on. I did not like that decal, so I didn't put it on. But I mean, this thing is just an awesome toy. I love playing with this thing. It's just so much fun. It's a phenomenal toy. You get some really cool headlights. You get some really nice stickers, you get some really nice beefy wheels, you get a nice bumper, a nice design, nice aerodynamics. I mean, this thing is aerodynamic, and this actually would work as a base. It really looks cool, so I totally recommend this to Iron Man fans. If you like the Iron Man vehicles, totally pick this one up. This is well worth it. If you can get this for like 50 shipped on eBay, then totally go for it. I don't think you can actually find this in stores. I actually got this on sale for $20. When this thing was actually $29 to $30. I think that's still a great deal. I think I got my money's worth. I just cannot recommend this thing enough. Now, if you don't actually like the Iron Man vehicles, well, here's the thing. You can actually use this as an Avengers vehicle. You know, get your Avenger figures, do some, if you into stop motion or you just like collecting, then you could actually just use this as a vehicle the Avengers would use in like a jungle mission or something like that. Because this totally looks like something they would use. You know, Iron Man builds this, they go into the jungle, try to stop, I don't know, like Crimson Dynamo, or they try to stop some Skrulls, or Ultron, or some villains, I don't know. But this thing is just a phenomenal toy. You can actually store figures in here. You just lay them on the bottom and then close it. And this thing, I just love this toy, and I cannot recommend this enough. But I want to hear your opinions. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you own it? Stuff like that. Let me know, because this is a toy that's worth it in my opinion. But we all have different opinions, so I want to hear it. And I also want to thank you guys for being there for me, you know. Helping me along, you know, giving me the critiques, saying what works, what doesn't work. I enjoy comments like that. I enjoy getting your feedback on toys. I just want to thank you guys for all the support that you have given me throughout my YouTube channel. And this just means a lot to me, so thank you guys a lot. Till then, stay tuned for some more video views. Adios.